Hello, namaste. My name is Mary Tranadu, yoga therapist, soul of yoga, a sound healer, light healer, nurse. And the practice I'm sharing with you right now is a mudra practice to open the breathing spaces of your lungs. Feels good. Just take a deep breath in and then let it go. Open the jaw, let out a sigh, make some sound. This is a practice that I recommend doing before any other practice you're going to take in your day or your yoga, before an asana practice or movement practice, to do these breathing spaces before you do chanting practice or even japa practice, repetition of mantra, and before a longer pranayama practice. So say you have alternate nostril planned, this is a great thing to do as a step one before a pranayama practice, a longer practice of the breath. In general, mudras are hand positions that create a loop, a lock, a seal of energy, working with the marma points, similar points of light we talked about in the chanting video when we went over what mantra was and how mantra worked, and works on the same circuit. So our marmas are little portals of light throughout the body, making hand positions with our hands create a circuit of energy that light up the marma points, creating geometric patterns, more chi flow, and a circuit of energy throughout the body, throughout that part of the focus of your mudra. So this is a great practice, like I said before, any other yogic practice, or just when you wake up to open up the lungs before you even get out of bed. Just to open up the chi flow of your lungs is a wonderful offering for your body. Mudras also help us create a little inner temple. I find that mudra practice helps as a complete meditation in its own, feeling energy moving in the body, letting the eyelids close and feeling the body drop into a space where meditation is possible. So after a mudra practice, if you have the time and space, you could just sit silently for as long as it feels good to do as well. So let's get started. What we want to do is just create a position that feels therapeutic for our mudra. So you see me sitting up straight, my spine is straight, my arms are going to be active. So a lot of times it might be nice to just kind of be like kind of floppy with the fingers and like floppy with the hands, but mudras are actually activating your meridians and different rivers of energy. So we want to try to have active fingers, but without causing stress, of course. We're not going for level 10 out of 10. We're going for, active, but kind. You can also do this mudra practice on your back, resting the palms down next to your sides, kind of like Shavasana with palms down, especially if your next process is going to be an asana practice that starts on your back. Then you're already on your back. Okay? So with all that being said, let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Okay, let your eyelids close now. Take another deep breath in and out. Good. Feel where your sit bones are touching the floor, your cushion, your yoga mat. Bring your mind into your body and check in. How am I feeling right now? Mentally, emotionally, physically? How's my breath moving? Where's my awareness? Is there anything pulling my attention? When I breathe or when I lay, when I sit here, where am I right now? All right, so our first mudra, we're going to take the index and connect it to the thumb pad, kind of around the fingerprint. It's not going to come to the nail. That's actually a different effect. We're going to use kind of the fingerprint area, and then stretch out your fingers. Place them down on your thighs. Keep your arms active, your fingers active. If you're lying on the ground, place them palm down toward the floor, your yoga mat, studio floor, wherever you are. And then begin to notice your breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. If it's comfortable and not stressful for your body, invite a longer exhale to be in your awareness, creating resilience in the body and fuller, deeper health in the body. Notice where your breath is landing. Where's your attention drawn? Commit to staying inside the body and being awake to sensation. So this whole beautiful body of yours is radiant sensation, but where, if somewhere, is your attention being drawn to, pulled to? Good. So this mudra is opening the lowest lobes of your lungs, creating a healing circuit of energy and a circuit of intelligence throughout the whole lowest lobes of your lungs. Notice if you could feel where your attention was already drawn to below your navel, lower back, maybe even down to the feet. As you breathe, a few more breaths, feel where you meet your breath, where you feel the breath. So second mudra, you're going to keep your two fingers just as they are. First two fingers stay the same. Just curl in your last three into a fist. So you'll feel your pinky pad, ring finger pad, middle finger pad touching the palm. Replace your palms down on the wood floor if you're laying on the floor, or on your legs if you're sitting up like me. Let your eyelids close if they opened and drop back in. Feeling the inner temple, you're creating a place where you can discharge stress, where your body can take the space it needs. Creating an environment where healing is possible and increasing the flow of chi. Notice as you breathe nice and soft in and out through the nose. If it's comfortable for you, longer exhales than inhales. Is there anywhere specific you feel the breath? Anywhere specific your attention's being pulled to, or a place in the body you're feeling more than another part? So this mudra you may be feeling is working on the middle lobes of your lungs, and oftentimes manifests a sensation around the middle belly, rib cage, middle back. For me, it feels like I'm taking belly breaths. I just feel the inhale, fill the belly, expand. I feel like all the prana, all the breath is just pushing out the belly. Acknowledging a circuit of intelligence your body is creating with your hands resting in this shape. Next, we'll take the thumbs inside the palms and then wrap your fingers all around your thumb. Okay, and you're going to place your palms down on your knees where they were, active arms, soft shoulders, or down on the floor. And begin to notice where you feel the breath, where you feel your awareness. It only takes about 30 seconds for a mudra to make a new circuit of intelligence. And if any of these postures for your hands are not comfortable for you for any reason, you can just visualize and imagine your hands being in these shapes, and the circuit is still created. Where is your attention drawn? Where are you awake to sensation more than another place? So you may be feeling the breath, moving the collarbone, moving the chest, upper shoulders, moving the upper back lobes of the lungs as your upper lobes of your lungs are receiving the healing current right now. This is the mudra for the upper lobes of your lungs. One of my private clients, he says, I feel like my throat is three times its size right now. He feels a lot of this upper mudra in his throat. So just notice where you feel it. I feel it most in my chest, like I'm taking chest breaths. Whole body alive with sensation, but maybe more awareness or acknowledgement of the magic and mystery of the mudra practice as you feel the awareness of the chest up and down, back and forth, all sides. Okay, so you're going to keep your hands in this shape. If you're resting on your back taking this mudra practice, you get to just relax and breathe for now. We're going to take one mudra that is most comfortable as you're sitting up. So you're going to hold your hands just like they were. You didn't change out of that mudra. Curl your knuckles in together. Rest your pinky fingers on your belly button. And then the holes of your hands are facing outward, just like I have them. If you opened your eyes, let your eyelids close. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Go ahead and see if anywhere you could feel the focus of this mudra. What's happening? What do you feel? What do you see? Is your awareness drawn anywhere specific? So this mudra may be harder to pinpoint one place, as this mudra is your whole body as a breathing space, all lobes of the lungs as a breathing space. So maybe harder to pinpoint one area of attention or awareness, as maybe it's created this whole body as focus, so less pinpoint focus on one specific space, but the whole body is a breathing space. So all lobes of the lungs opening. Outward movement, torso, ribcage, back. Good, take a deep breath in. And exhale, you can release your palms or release your hands, release your mudras, and see if you can take a few more breaths while staying connected with the space you just created. So as you inhale, see if you could feel lower belly moving, then middle, then upper chest. Exhale, upper chest, then middle, then lower. So directing the flow, but maybe staying in sync with the space you just made. This mudra practice is also great if you're inviting space in the physical structures of the body, the hips, the lower back, sacrum, reproductive organs, or moving up the spine, any muscular healing going on, the ribs or the back or anywhere you feel like you can't move or twist. These mudras will make space there for you physically. And then upper chest, even emotional pain or even anxiety in the chest, sensation in the chest, the upper chest mudras, upper lobes of your lungs mudras, shoulder healing, neck healing, upper back healing, a vertebra or cervical area, upper back vertebra. This is all creating space in these areas. Very subtle energy, very accessible to all. Either putting your hands in the shapes or imagining your hands in the shapes creates this circuit of energy throughout the body. If you were to take this therapeutically and you want to stay committed to making more space in your lungs, or you're working through a lung condition, or want to stay protected against anything, going around that have to do with the lungs, you would take this practice, these 3 mudras, 3 times a day. And in general, Indu Aurora, who's kind of an expert on mudras and marmas and wrote the book Mudra, she recommends 2 to 5 minutes or 2 to 15 minutes 3 times a day, depending. But since this mudra series is about 4 mudras specifically, I'd say 2 minutes per mudra. So maybe a total of 8 minutes in the morning, 8 minutes around lunchtime or before lunch, and then 8 minutes at night. The mudra circuits stay open for the next few hours, which is why you would do it 3 times a day if you were taking these as a therapeutic practice. If you're taking them right before going into alternate nostril breathing or a different pranayama practice, Bhastrika, breath of fire, or taking it right before an asana practice, you would just kind of do it right before the practice and then start your next practice. So I hope this helped in some way. I hope to see you again on another video. Namaste. We'll see you soon.